Brilliant speed with vibrant service. Vibrant broadband internet.
It is time once again for Vibrant U Live.
Vibrant U Live, yes, we are here today. Thanks for having us, Steve. My name is Shane.
I'm Jane.
And today we have two special guests with us. So a few years ago, I was in Meeker in Motion. And now this year, Jane's in Meeker in Motion.
Yes.
And we stopped by Steffes Auction to just visit and get some, giveaways because this year's Meeker in Motion came to visit Meeker Energy and Vibrant Broadband. As we were talking, I met Taylor Henderson and Amanda Nelson, and Taylor's been in Meeker in Motion in the past, and Amanda is in Meeker in Motion this year. And we just started talking about their business and what they do, and of course they've got Vibrant Broadband that helps them, and we thought we'd invite them on the show. So welcome to the show, Taylor and Amanda.
Thanks for having us.
Yeah.
All right. And Jane, talk a little bit about your experience with Meeker in Motion.
Sure. So we meet once a month. Is it the second Thursday of the month? And then usually we do some review of how to, improve leadership skills, and then we also tour. And we had the opportunity to tour Steffes, and it's an amazing gem in the heart of Litchfield, right? And there's so much. I had no idea that there was as much that was happening with Steffes that you guys have. I mean, you have nationally, you have Canada. There's just so many things out there, and it's so diverse. Anywhere between live auctions. When we were there, Ashley did a live auction where he was doing the auctioneer voice, so that was pretty cool. And it just there's just so much that it offers, and I thought this would be a great opportunity for you guys to kind of go over what you guys have as a business and what exactly you guys do there.
Mm-hmm. So, Taylor and Amanda, tell us your positions at Steffes and what you do.
Yeah, I work in admin. I'm an auction support associate, so I work anything with the equipment auctions, from getting the contract signed to putting it on the website to creating lots, uploading pictures. Anything with equipment auctions, me and my team are your people.
Wow. Okay. Yeah. Amanda?
And I'm a real estate auction coordinator. So I take, just kind of like Taylor, I take the back end of the auction, but I also get the opportunity to meet with the sellers and get their story and then really put that into what the auction is all about. Because we say we work with people, right? Like we want to help people get through some tough or happy times. And so, with real estate, I do the contracts, and then all the way we work through the auction, and then all the way to closing, where we go to a title company or an attorney to actually do the physical real estate closing.
What's fun for us is Scott Steffes says every auction has a story, and so working on the back end, we get to make sure that story's told. So it's always fun for us.
How many locations do you guys have?
We have 6 offices and 4 places that are just like storing equipment that we're selling. So 4 yards, so 6 total actual locations.
And Litchfield has the premier location.
Yes.
Everybody
definitely
wants your
office. Yeah. We have a good time at our office.
For sure. And then you guys had talked when we were touring there, you guys had talked that people are always driving by your yard. So explain that process.
So to come and view our equipment. So we're on South Highway 22 of Litchfield. And so we have very good road frontage. So if people are looking for equipment that we have on our lot, so each auction can have different locations for the equipment, so we can sell it on the actual physical farm for the farmer, or they can bring it to our lot. We have a 40-acre, fully fenced, secure lot that's locked every night. But if they choose to bring it there, then yes, anybody that comes in can drive through and look at the equipment and check it out firsthand.
Perfect. And then how many people does Steffes employ here, and then just in general as a company?
So, and Litchfield, we probably have 30 to 35 people. Company-wide, I think it's around 180.
Okay.
So what types of auctions do you do? You've got online auctions and in-person auctions?
Yeah.
Go into that.
Yeah, we have online auctions. Since COVID, a lot of our auctions have been online. every seller has a choice whether to do live or online, and people tend to steer more towards the online auctions. And we'll sell, farm equipment, construction, real estate, land.
Okay.
Yeah.
And you've done an online auction for the chamber. in
We
town.
have.
And a few times, right?
Yeah.
It's been a few years now.
Yeah, I usually actually I work with Janae and Deanna on those. So
Okay.
yeah, every year in March we have the online chamber auction, which is
Yeah.
a good way to support the community.
Do you do that for other companies, like that type of auction, or other nonprofits?
We have before.
Okay.
The chamber's probably the one that we've done, consistently. Yep.
Sure.
Yep.
I reap the benefits of that chamber auction.
Oh, there you go. Perfect. Yeah. We even do like cattle auctions. We've done classic car auctions, egg toy auctions. So it's anything really related to ag, or if you have an abundance of that item, like if we had a classic car museum that we did an auction
my.
for so in Kansas, I believe it was, or Nebraska. And so, yeah, we had like a ton of different cars, over 100 of them that we sold. So
The other thing that I thought was interesting was that you guys take so many pictures for one item, and it's pretty much insane, but it's allowing the quality to be revealed in that item as well as the quality representing your company as well.
Right, and having an online auction, with it being online, we have a broader reach, so we have people in Canada, people in Mexico, Canada, or California, like all those places are looking at that lot, and sometimes they're not able to make preview or go in person to see that. So it's important that our description is up to standard and has everything that somebody would be looking for when looking at that piece of equipment, but also having the pictures to back it up too.
Okay, so doing a lot of your auctions online, having a strong and reliable internet connection is important to you. And so, let's talk a little bit about Vibrant. So when Vibrant first came and you got hooked up, so did you see a difference in the quality of internet service or the consistency?
Definitely. Yeah. So we actually moved locations in 22. And so our original location, we weren't able to get fiber to it. And so when we moved to our new location, we got Vibrant right away, and it's been consistent. We're uploading, downloading, streaming. We're doing all the different things that we need that reliable connection for. And if we do go down, because every company has that, but it's quick and efficient service of getting everything back running.
Nice.
Right, and it's important too with, like Amanda said, downloading and uploading to have internet that is reliable, and we're able to, keep up with us, because we do have 30 people that are uploading, downloading, whatever it is. So having a company that's able to keep up with us and support us, it kind of creates a foundation, because everything is online.
And you also have a Vibrant phone service.
Correct. Yeah. Yep. We have our phones are internet based as well. So, if we don't have internet, our business basically stops, because we can't take payments. A lot of with our online auctions, we're taking online payments, or we're taking by phone payments, and so we can't take payments. We can't do anything.
And on average, how many auctions do you have going at the same time?
Oh, it depends on the type of time of the year, but in December we could have
close to, in a week, probably 15, just out of Litchfield.
Just out of Litchfield, yeah.
And this is where I think the symmetrical speeds of Vibrant and fiber are amazing, because not every business needs that upload speed, but this is a perfect example of a company that has multiple pictures, multiple people, and multiple auctions happening at the same time, and Vibrant is able to utilize, they're able to utilize Vibrant services and provide quality internet, and it's amazing for you guys. That's great.
Yes, it is.
So how do people get a hold of you guys? Say, they want to look at the auctions, or that they want to maybe sell some things.
Yeah, we have a website, steffesgroup.com, that was designed by our team in Fargo, our tech team there. We have an amazing tech team that does all the development and everything. So trying to make it as user-friendly and work for our type of business as well. So steffesgroup.com. And then we're in Litchfield. Taylor and I are in Litchfield, and our phone number is 320-693-9371. And anybody that answers the phone is able to help you, get you connected to who you need to talk to.
All right, that's awesome. Anything else?
I have a question.
Okay.
What is your most memorable auction?
Oh, boy.
No pressure.
Probably one of the first ones that is memorable for me is the first week that I started, I got an email, because we'll send out emails of the auctions that are coming up, and it was a live auction. It was the Keekly Brothers auction in Watkins. And it was the first email I got when I started at Steffes, and then I ended up being support for it, so that means I saw everything through for it, and then that was my first live auction that I went to, and so that was probably the most memorable for me. And you know, I didn't grow up on a farm or anything like that, so going to an auction, you know, seeing my colleagues talk fast and listen to them and then also try to write down what they're saying, it's kind of hard, but at the end of the day it was very fun and exhilarating. So that's probably the one that sticks with me the most.
Taylor, when we visited your place, you had talked about making a personal connection with one of your people, and they come in frequently.
Oh, yes. Yeah, so actually the Howell brothers was another one of the, I think that was the first or second after the Keekly brothers that I went to, and made a connection with them. They had a cat, and I had stopped during the auction to just pet the cat, like on, you know, running errands or whatever. And then every so often they'll come in and they'll bring me some salsa and chips, or they'll call and they'll wish me a Merry Christmas or Happy Thanksgiving, things like that. So, you know, we're very customer facing when it comes to Steffes, so we build relationships, and that's kind of what our company relies on. And, you know, so making connections with people, and that's just one of my favorites. So
What about you, Amanda?
Mine, I have to say, we had this fall, we sold a farm site and the land, and it was a family that had been there basically from the beginning. So it was on Highway 7, and they had pictures of the property before Highway 7 was even there, which was neat. But the gentleman that we sold it for, he actually was born in the bedroom there. And so he had literally lived there his whole life and just didn't have anybody that was going to be a farmer in their family. And so they decided to sell. And so I spent a lot of time with them going through all the information and making sure they understood the process. And they had obviously many, many generations of things in their house, you know, because his parents moved out. Well, they didn't take everything. So, you know, so it just having that connection with him and hearing his story, like we talk about the stories, like that's the biggest thing, that you get that personal connection with them, and then the emotions also are on you when what they're going through, so you can understand that.
That's great stories. Thank you so much, and we really appreciate Steffes Group choosing Vibrant Broadband as their internet service provider and phone service provider. So we do appreciate that. Okay, well. Anything else to add?
I don't think so.
Not that I can think of.
Okay, just
Thank you so much for having us.
Yeah, you're welcome. Visit the website or give them a call.
Yes. So we're going to be, Vibrant is actually coming to the Kimball Expo at the Kimball High School. It's going to be Saturday, April 18th from 8:30 to noon. So stop by the booth and say hi. We'd love to see you. Have any questions about today? 693-3231, or learn about us on vibrantbroadband.com. Catch the replay on Facebook or YouTube channel. Search for Vibrant Broadband. And then listen live every Wednesday at 10:30 with KLFD.
All right. Thank you, Steve, for having us.
Well, we sure appreciate you guys all coming in today, especially from the Steffes group out on South Highway 22. And we appreciate you guys. And Vibrant, well, we learned more today.
That's right. Thank you, audience, for listening. My name is Shane.
And I'm Jane.
Tune in next week for another Vibrant You Live.
Brilliant speed with vibrant service. Vibrant broadband internet. Vibrant broadband internet.